Okay, so when you go a couple points, Henry, and I'll validate why I'm taking Pagan. How much taller does Pagan look? Maybe he's wearing lifts or platforms. Maybe he's not. Here are some facts that need to be spoken about with this matchup. Is the fact that BoxRec has Maliek at 5'9". BoxRec has Pagan at 5'10". Why does that matter? Height and reach matters specifically with both of these guys, how they want to fight and where the fight's going to take place. Another point, I mean, because in my opinion, Pagan looks 2 inches taller than him, maybe a little bit more. Maliek has fought as low as a pro at 126. Pagan has fought all the way up at 147. This fight is for the vacant WBO NABF strap at 135. Now, both guys come from very storied amateur pedigrees, amateur champions. You have Maliek Montgomery, when he was based out of Vegas, he's sparring the likes of Haney, Brian Norman Jr. As of more recently, he recently left his long-term coach to be coached by his father once again. His father coached him in the Amis. But, in the Amis, he fought Edgar Berlanga. It just goes to show you how much Berlanga grew. Like the growth spurt Berlanga hit was crazy because him and Berlanga fought in the Amis. Now, Pagan, also one thing about Montgomery, he averages 100 punches per round. So you mix that, he has a lot of knockouts, but statistically, you'd have to call him a knockout artist. 21 wins, I think 18 knockouts, but he doesn't have one-punch knockout power, and he really hasn't fought anyone. He's coming off of a loss. He fought a guy at 130 in which he was the favorite and lost pretty much every single round. He said in an interview this week that the loss was due to a bad weight cut. Going into this fight, he's hired a nutritionist. The fight's at 135. Now, in my breakdown, I talked about that. I also talk about what's at stake. I think Pagan just turned 26. Montgomery is 30. This is now or never for Montgomery. Montgomery wanted to get his get back with his last loss. He thought he was going to get to fight his last opponent. And when that fell through, he said that having the opportunity to fight Pagan at 35 for the vacant NABF strap was a godsend. He said that he didn't expect to get this opportunity. So why is that relevant? You better expect the best Maliek Montgomery coming into this. Now with Joshua Pagan, Double J, this dude, if he had a little bit more power, he has 13 wins, 4 knockouts, but he's a front foot fighter, super aggressive, sort of like a underground following. He's born and raised in Dearborn, Michigan, but strong Puerto Rican roots, Puerto Rican heritage, his parents, and this card is in Puerto Rico, and it's built around these two. And Pagan is the A side. On betting apps right now, it's close to a 50-50. So I'm siding. I've taken Joshua Pagan on this fight. Let's look at the current odds on this fight. It's an interesting fight. It's a fun fight, and I told you guys, Bet365 now has all of the odds up for the entire card. You know what? Let me pull that up. I'm gonna pull up Bet365 because Bet365